this does not make sense. So this is a power juice by Kazumi. Just 1 amp on the output, but why is it 2 USB ports? Normally, when there's 2 USB ports, it should be at least 2 amps, not 1 amp. Like normally, a 1 amp power bank should only have at least 1 USB port, not 2. So this won't charge the iPad at all. If you try to charge 2 phones, it will charge very, very slow because it's 500 milliamps each port together. Like, if you have both loads connected, each of them will be outputting 500 milliamps. You're only outputting 1 port, or the other port has a really small load. It's gonna be 1 amp. So, like, I think this power is really only meant to charge like Bluetooth devices like this amp power Bluetooth adapter, and then maybe like a low powered phone. As you can see, yeah. I don't get why they don't make it. Like, I got this from Home Depot for only like $5, and they really decided to make a 1 amp power bank with 2 USB ports. The input's 1 amp as well, so this does not make sense at all. Like, and I can definitely tell from the thickness that it's one of those thin lithium batteries, not the 18650 kinds. 18650 kinds you normally find like a much thicker power bank. This one's not that thick, so it's as small as the UC ports can get. So, but yeah, I don't get why they have to put 2 USB ports on a 1 amp charger. I wanted something better than that. But I think this was just meant for charging low power devices. It's not really meant to charge high power devices. Now, yeah. Now I did plug this into this, and the red light did flash and then turn off, which I believe this is fully charged. Why it doesn't charge all the way, and if I remember this keyboard here, that's right. Let me give more light. Right, there we go. Yeah, this is my Master keyboard. Don't access the other way. This also can be encrypted as well, and I've actually replaced the cable on it. So that's not the original cable. The original cable is this one. The only reason to replace this because if you look, this one's kind of like fraying off. So now it still works. I can still use it for my antenna switch. You see on here? If I can get into the light. This is cool, Master. Oh jeez, fell onto my chair. Luckily, I have a pillow on it, so it wasn't really like a hard fall. So this is the cable here. It goes in the back of this since it takes Type C. You're basically using Type C. Like if the factory one they came with either starts falling apart or stops working. If I can get this. Put the camera down for this. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So easy to replace the cable. Because if you get this is the new one, so it has Type C. The older ones, like the Master Key 4S, will have just micro USB. So And these are, I found out these are one of the quietest keyboards because these have Cherry MX Brown. Very quiet. Of course, spacebar is loud. I don't have any L-wings on here. And my tab key's sticky again. But not as bad, because I cleaned the inside. Not as bad, so... So I did spill liquid on this, but surprisingly this thing still works. Yeah. If I take out spacebar here, you can see I don't have any rubber O-rings. So like that plaque of the keyboard. Now, here's this thing about external controls. Now, this one's a wooden keyboard with using AA batteries, but I'm actually getting some. So when I'm getting my excess console, I'm also getting other controls as well. So I'll show you on my laptop. Now I actually have a cooling pad on here to fix the cooling. It actually works. This old cooling pad I used for my old Legion 5 works on here. So that's off myself. Wait, my mouse wasn't on. Alright, let's go to Amazon. Go to cart. So this is my shop cart. Oh, Wi-Fi, so I had to get in the way. As you can see, right there is the remix controller. That's the only controller that's going to be running off of a rechargeable battery pack. All the rest of the controls I'm going to be getting are going to be running on AA batteries because I don't want to spend too much on it. Like, let me show you how much they are. I need to find the official one. All I see is off balance, so I actually got to go to the. I have to go to Target for this. Yeah, I'm gonna show you what I mean. And enter. Alright, here it is. Take a look at the price. I'm not gonna spend that much. Plus, I already got disposable batteries, and one thing I like about disposable batteries is that you don't have to have any you don't have to be tethered to the console while it's charging. All you have to do is just take out the batteries, take out the used batteries, put the fresh ones in, and you're back in the game. Whereas this one here, you gotta be tethered to the console whenever you need to charge it, and that's what really annoys me. Yeah, I know I can plug, like, if I use this, I can plug the controller into the console to use it. But if I do like more gaming on it without charging the battery, then you obviously can see that will become quite irritating. Plus, the disposable batteries they last pretty long actually, so they actually last pretty long for this. So. I did notice, oops, here goes the battery cover. I have a friend that has an Xbox Series S, and the controls roll out white, and the back cover is the same. So we can actually mix each other's battery covers since they're the same. You can easily mix them up. So he's also got the remix control as well. The remix controller is slightly more expensive than buying just buying this alone without the rechargeable battery pack. But it's actually good. The remix controller is actually a controller that's actually made from reclaimed materials, recycled materials, and it comes with a charger battery. So you pay more for more like options. Like you don't have to pay. You're gonna have to buy the battery pack separately. Like what you do if you get the Xbox Series S, you don't have to worry about buying the battery separately. It'll come with it. So yeah. And yes, I got my Switch up just playing lo-fi beats. I got my G5 Pro SC. I got this first originally from I think Amazon. I think this has a weird issue with the spacebar, so I'm gonna unplug the hub because if I keep spamming this, obviously that became irritating when I'm doing this, when I'm pressing the spacebar. Like also became quite irritating because whenever I use the spacebar and that happens, that also became so irritating. So that's why I got the G Pro originally. And then I spent one on the G Pro, which I'm right now using it for my gaming PC since it still works. And then I got a Cool Master keyboard. It's also on there as well. Came down. And that still works. It's just that the funky key you saw was still quite sticky. It's not the problem with the Switch because the Switch still works. It's just very sticky. Now, you won't be able to see it on camera, but the ASD keys have a bit of wear. And that's because I use these keys a lot whenever I play Roblox and Minecraft. I use those keys more often on those games. So, it has a bit of wear on it, like a bit of a shine. So, yeah. And it did come with its own wrist strap, because that was also pretty handy. There was one defect with one of the keycaps. That's this one. It's only visible when it's on. I don't think it's going to turn on if I just plug the USB connector to the power bank I have. I don't think it's going to do anything. No. So I'm going to plug it into my computer, and then you'll see the lights. Alright, so you can see it's lighted up. But if you look at the control key, there's a bit of a scratch mark right there. And that's actually a defect I found with the keyboard. But since I don't really use this key that much, nor the Alt key, I didn't notice. I live with it because the key is still, you can still read control on it. It still works, as you can see. And when I was playing games with it, I barely noticed that actually. It's very unnoticeable. Now this Windows key will open the Windows key. We'll open the Windows as well as this one here. And yeah, and every time you replace the cable for the keyboard, make sure it has data. I'm lucky that this one has data because I used this for the controls originally, and I know they have data, so it's actually a good quality cable as well. A braided cable, as you can see here. This one was also braided, the Cooler Master one. But you can see it was starting to fall apart right there. So, it's actually gold plated, which I don't really know what's the point. Maybe for scratch resistance. Yeah, I know what I'm remembering about. It's been a bit of a boring video already. Yes, I'm gonna soon get an Xbox console. I already got the Xbox controller, and boy, I want I want an Xbox console. Now you can see my DualSense controller right here, but the only problem is this up arrow on this direction pad no longer works. It clicks fine, but I think there's something wrong with the cable that's causing it, or something wrong with the contact in the membrane. So I am gonna plan on getting a new one, but a different color. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, I know my camera's not that great in low light. I'm using my iPad camera because iPad has better storage. For recognize this, yeah. You can see the down. So you can see it's wired up, but the down arrow has suffered some wear. The light popped out. That's what I hate about this. Is that I don't really have any lamp sockets. I can't really do it. So if you look here, you can kind of see the arrow's in the worst shape. Like if you look at this one, you can see that's in good condition. That's all because the cover came off and this one became like visible. So you can see the up button, which is actually in much better condition. You got the down button, which is not in the best shape. So it felt me warning you a little bit. You can see here, it was not doing good, not doing pretty good, like compared to this one, which the light is kind of falling out. Yeah, I'm using alligator wires. But if you look very carefully on this one, you can actually see it. You can see the damage, and soon I think the arrow is going to completely come off, and I don't have a replacement cover for this, unfortunately. So once this one fades away, then this will just be like a solid button, and it won't be like an arrow, like in the where the first floor carbon had the cover like almost come off, and the label was already gone, and they already replaced it. So this one still has a bit of wear, but it's not as bad as this one. This one's way worse. This one here is not that bad. And it's like US stop touch. I could tap it. It goes on like for 3 seconds. It goes off. This one kind of does it, but applies a little more force. Like you do like a button trick where I just tap it in the hole. So I didn't notice in the. Hang on. Oh, it's not noticeable in the naked eye, but in the camera you can kind of see the lights dim because I'm using a Chillboy batteries for this. Kind of have a cough because I coughed too much. Now the flickering is actually happening. Actually, yeah, the wiring's not that great here. I really need to get a fume extractor so I can actually solder. Maybe just wear out already. That's better. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna have to upgrade for that. Yeah, no, it's a bit of a warning video. So it's a boring video. And yeah. So this one's can only really charge like small devices. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's gonna be a long, boring video, but I hope you guys enjoyed.